Start small. Learn a lot. Like, go in and do as much research as you can, but don't let that hold you back from like getting started. And I forgot my third one. Join the NBVA. Once you have kind of got things going, and save up to go to Vegas so that you can see us and learn lots at the convention.
I would say start small, like Jen said, but grow at whatever pace you're comfortable with. If you want to go out and find one location a month, find one location a month. If you only want to do one every 2 months, that's the beauty of this business. You can scale it exactly whatever speed you're comfortable with. That's what I think is most important. Also, I really try to be budget friendly in the beginning as well, because you don't know if this is going to be for you, honestly. So before you go out and finance, $6,000 machines, maybe try something that's going to be a little bit more beneficial budget-wise for you to see if you like it, because this business requires you to go out and talk to people. You got to go and ask businesses if you can put your machine in their business, and that's not for everyone. So just find out what's going to work best for you, and then kind of plan your growth accordingly.
Great advice.
Good one. So my advice would be, first thing to do is join the Discord. That would be 100% the first thing that I would do if you're new to vending, because there's so many people in there and such free advice and hours of reading and pictures and a lot of help. Secondly, I would start, if my choice, I would start with mini claw machines. That would be my choice of all the types of vending that I would choose from, just because your return on investment is pretty quick. And you can get some at pretty reasonable prices, and it's a great way to get started, and it's a lot of fun to pick toys. And then other advice is grow slow. Don't get too overzealous, because it's definitely worth it to buy a machine, pay it off, buy another machine, pay it off, and work your way slowly instead of too quick, because you can get yourself neck deep pretty fast and all the excitement. So, and then last advice would be 100% join the NBVA, because I think that's the best group of people and in the industry that are going to help you a lot. So those are my things.
Just like Jen and everyone else made the advice, start small. See how you do, feel it out. And I love Jen's advice. If you got a certain company that you like to work with, keep going. That's what I did. I personally like importing my machines because I can get a whole bunch of them for a smaller price. Like, I can pretty much roll them like way faster than ordering in States. So that's my advice. And one last thing would be have fun with this career, because this is one of the coolest jobs I've ever had. And my 5-year mark is coming up here in September. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. And I still wake up, and my wife and I, like, we give each other high fives. Like, we just went out to eat. We were servicing a location today. And after we got done, we were like, can you believe it's almost been 5 years and stuff? And we gave each other high fives. Look at us. I can't believe this is our career. We get to do this every single day. And there is a lot of work behind it. And as you grow, you become more dependent on doing research and doing bigger stuff. If you start out small and you stay small, it's a fun side hustle. But as you get bigger, it is a lot more work, but it's still fun. So enjoy it. Find out if you enjoy it, and enjoy it with your family too.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another weekly Vending Live. We are in February already, 2025. It's crazy to even think that we've already 1 month in, and we're only about a month and 15 days away from, or 12 days away from NBVA, which is exciting. Joining me right now, because this is all we got with us, is Matt from Galaxy Games, 843.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Hey, man, how are you? David's on his way home. Jen won't be joining us tonight. She's got family in town, so she's got a full house. And so actually her fiance. I don't know if they're the fiance. I don't know. Boyfriend, fiance. I don't know. She'll have to tell
Not
us
sure what
next
that
time
status is, right?
Yeah, not sure the status on that. But awesome guy. His family's in town visiting. So they are doing the family thing tonight, which, family comes first before the live stream, always. But yeah, welcome, man. How are you?
Good. Been busy, but good.
You
How
look
about you?
tired. Are you okay?
I'm always tired, man. I mean, technically, the way I see things, I've got 3 jobs, right? So my regular job, vending, and then content creation. So I'm always tired. I always need more hours in the day. I always say.
So you're to me, and everybody can comment in the comments for me, but you sound kind of low, and I've got you on 100%. Is your mic turned up, or is it? We didn't do any tests before we got on, but
I have
you seem
not touched my mic settings in months.
okay.
So
So it could be just me and my audio. Let me turn my
I think
headphones up.
I think it has something to do with your audio because honestly, you sound very different from me anyway. I know, guys. Let us know
Oh,
in the comments. Does
you know
Jonathan
what?
sound
Hold on a
different?
second. I know what it is. I know what it is. Hold on a second.
I think I
While
know.
while we're holding,
Is that better?
wow, that sounds way better. Yes.
Okay, now you sound better too. So I know what it was. I didn't turn my regular microphone on, so it was, I don't know where my microphone was collecting from. But welcome to the live stream, everybody. We are live. We'll get this right one way or another. And as Matt knows, when he popped in the room just before went on, I was in Photoshop doing some work, and I'm like, "What time is it?" And he's like, 10 minutes till go time. I'm like, "Oh crap, I need to get going." So. It's amazing how time gets away from you. So, do you want to tell us about your week and what you've been up to?
Well, actually, yeah. So the past couple weeks, I've been doing a lot of work for vending. I've been, filling machines, filming videos. But the one thing I really wanted to highlight is we had a school event this past weekend. I talked about it a little bit in my videos, but I didn't really give any super real details. But basically, the Galaxy daughter is involved in some after school activities, and there was a tournament at our local school this past weekend. So, being the vending family that we were tapped to handle concessions. So we did all the shopping for the concessions and did all the prep work and all that stuff. And we also brought a claw machine to the competition, and all the money that the claw machine raised, we donated to the organization, which was really cool. So
Nice.
the kids went crazy because typically when they go to those competitions, there's like nothing to do, and it did really well for one day of service. I mean, it was I think it did almost $70 for one day, which I did just
You're
straight
frozen.
cash,
Okay.
and it did really well. And we were able to donate that money right to the organization, which was really cool. And then of course we helped out with we actually worked in the concession stand and participated in being parents at the event as well. So it was a lot of fun. It was good.
Nice. Very cool. Nice. So, for us, we are in the process of expanding kind of in a crazy way. So we're expanding our full line, and it's been nuts. So we've acquired quite a few locations in the past week and a half, and I was down south, as you guys know, doing the live stream from there, and then came back up north, and then we placed a bunch of full line machines, and actually Walker, who's been helping us, placed most of those with his buddy without even me helping him, which is awesome. So they placed a bunch of those while I was gone, and then we acquired a bunch of new locations, and one of them is like a tech school, which is crazy busy. So that's pretty awesome. And then we got a hospital, which is off the charts crazy busy. So he basically filled it and then had to go back the next week and fill it again. So he's a little bit stressed out because we're stressed out because, for those of you who know, like when you get into full line, like buying the product is not cheap. Like it's expensive. And so when you fill a machine for the first time, it's a lot of money. And then you fill it and you're not budgeting for filling it a week later and all your other machines at the same time. So we didn't have that money budgeted to be like on the ball and ready to be able to purchase. So we're like, okay, use this credit card to do that and use this to do that. And we're trying to cover all our bases because it went so fast that we weren't prepared for it. So make sure that you guys know that you need to have, when you do get a new machine, whether it's full line or even our claw machines down south, it takes a lot of prizes and a lot of product to fill these machines. So you need to make sure that when you're ordering stuff, you figure that a mini holds about 200 products in it. A full line machine, you've got a row of 10 slots per row, depending on, and then usually 10 back. And it's like your candy bars are 15 back, so you got to make sure that you got enough product to fill that machine. And then your popular stuff, like when you have like our drink machines, like we're doing the glass fronts in a lot of our locations. And so those only have, is it 7? No, it's 9. I think it's 9 slots back. Why is my brain not working? So you can only put 9 Red Bulls or whatever it is in each row. And if you don't fill up 3 or 4 rows of them, and that's your most popular stuff, we ran out like super quick. So I feel really bad for him because he basically had to make a trip. He came back home, and then he had to go to Sam's Club again, and then go back out again, like not even 4 or 5 days later. So it's for those of you getting into it, make sure that, I remember, what was your first? I think our first one, we placed 4 machines for full line. And I think our first purchase at Sam's was like $2,000 or something stupid like that to fill those 4 machines with drinks and snacks, and you know what I mean, and have a little bit left over. Like,
yeah, you must have purchased some high end stuff, because when I got my top secret location, I have 4 full line machines there. It's 2 drink machines, 2 snack machines, and I want to say it costed me probably about $800 to stock all 4 of those machines. Now, I probably had a little bit.
She told me it was $1,200. I was wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say that seems a little high.
Yeah, she's like, she's over there shaking her head, going, "No, Jonathan, you're not right." So it was. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I mean, full line's a whole different animal. If you can stick to just amusement, definitely stick to just amusement. But full line, you're going to have a lot more turnover. But you're always vending an item too, and there's a lot of pros and cons with each one. So we could definitely talk more about that tonight, though, if we want.
Yeah, and I see some questions in the comment. I'll pop one up real quick because this is a good question, actually.
Yeah, this one coming in from Joshua Miller. He says, "Is buying a drink vending machine a safer bet than a snack machine, and that way things don't expire as fast?" So my piece of advice: all my drink machines do better than all my snack machines, because people always need to get a cold beverage or something like that. But I will say, if you're only going to have like one machine, when you're just starting out, when I first started out, having one snack,
I think I know where you're going with this. Yeah,
it's not beneficial to only have one snack machine, because you have to buy in bulk. And then you've got all this extra product sitting around because it all doesn't fit inside the machine. But when you get multiple snack machines, then you can start moving product around and putting product here and putting product there. And if something doesn't do well here, you can move it to another machine, and so on and so forth. It's tough having just one snack machine. It's not as tough having just one drink machine, though. That 100%. One's much easier. Yeah.
So if you are going to, like, I would prefer 100% if we were all drink and we didn't even have snack, because
that would be awesome. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we have quite a few. I think we're up to 12. I don't even know what we are in snack, but like we can transfer. Before we couldn't, and so we were running into having a lot of expired product. And I see videos, like you have very busy locations, like our a lot of our locations in the beginning. Now have busier stuff. We moved machines around, but when we were starting, they weren't that busy. So we were only putting like 5 or 6 of each item, like you see, like your videos and other people's videos where they're filling the machine all the way up. And I'm thinking to myself, like, there's no way that's going to sell in that much time, but your locations are busy and you know what sells. So for us, we were only filling, these are guys that are in a dealership, it's like maybe 60 or 70 employees, smaller dealerships that they just sit there all day and they snack and it's fine. And they do buy the stuff, but we're not selling gangbusters of snacks, but they want to have it for their customers and they want to have it for themselves. And then they request stuff and they don't buy it, and you run into all these things like that. And I think that if you can choose one, even if you're able to, if it's not a lot of people, and I think that's the key, is like if it's only 50 to 75 employees, and you have to choose, maybe you can even do a combo machine and then have both. So you have a little bit of drinks and a little bit of snacks, and then but then remember too, like we've got a few combo machines, but we've had some issues with our combo machines. And even though they're good branded combo machines, like we've replaced right at 1 year, the full refrigeration unit in the bottom of the machine. So when you do get into those types of machines, you got to remember that you have to have items that are going to be able to be cold, and that kind of stuff. So there's a bunch of stuff to it, and Matt is the master when it comes to full line, and we're still learning. I mean, we're not the pros by any means, but we have learned that I would much rather have drink machines than snack machines, period. Because
if I could go all claw machines, that's what I would do. But
if I have
100%. To have full line, if I have to have full line, I would much rather go drink machines. And
no diet.
I pretty much don't do diet almost everywhere, except for my top secret location. They actually buy it there, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I do.
We do it too.
I do a lot of zero sugar stuff rather than diet, but still,
we have
same thing.
a couple that we do. So we have but we'll only feature a few tiny little items. So we'll do you always have Diet Pepsi and regular Pepsi, but and then Diet Dr. Pepper does really well around here. I don't know if it does well where you're at, but it's very popular here. But we always do Diet Red Bull. That always sells. And but other than that, we try to stay away from diet as much as we can. But in our malls and stuff, they like that stuff and they buy it. This is people in the stores, because otherwise they have to go buy a $6 fountain drink down at the food court versus going to our machine and paying a lot less and getting a regular bottled soda of whatever it is. So we've learned a lot. We've definitely learned a lot. So hopefully that answered your question. But yeah, drinks are way better than snacks, and the expiration dates are heck. I mean, we got our Pepsi shipment a couple days ago, and we're already we're into, I think, almost May with our expiration dates now with the stuff that we got from them. So, I mean, that's a long time.
Cans last even longer. I think cans right now are out until October, November.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think that
cans last even longer.
So that's the other thing too, is that we prefer to do cans more than we like to do bottles, and we make more money on the cans than we do on the bottles. But you'll have locations that they like to have a bottled drink at their desk where they can put the cap back on, and then it lasts them a couple hours and stuff like that. So it really depends on where you're at, but cans do way better for us too. Okay, so let me go back to the beginning, because we do have a super chat, of course.
I wonder who it's from. All right, first super chat of the night coming in from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More. He says, this Saturday I'm going to Dallas, Texas to get a free car wash because the owner saw my video. Oh, that's cool. So you made a video of a car wash and the owner got in contact with you and sent you a coupon for a free car wash? That's excellent.
Nice. You'd think you'd get unlimited at this point, you
would think, but especially if you're going to make videos every time, right? Have you ever had anything happen like that where you made a video and somebody sent you something or gave you something because of that?
Yeah. So we had, that place that we have in Chico that's the sweet shop. We did our video on that, and the owner was so excited about it, and she's like, that is so cool, you guys did a video. And we're like, well, that's to help. It wasn't really supposed to be it was just showing people us placing a machine, but she was so excited that we did something that she put us all over Instagram. She gave Amelia a $20 gift card for candy, and thought cool. That was the coolest thing. And so Amelia got to go in there, and she hasn't even spent it yet. She just holds on to it, but it's the fact of she thought that was so cool, and Amelia's like, I don't need that, and she's like, no, that's for you. And she's just like, man, that's so cool. But sometimes that stuff happens, but we try not to, we want them to succeed as much as we do, because if they're busy, we're busy. So but we've had a couple times like that. I've told stories of people giving Amelia money at the store and stuff because she has a machine there and it helps their kids behave, and those type of stories and stuff. It's funny how that works out, where you're just trying to do what we do, but people are so appreciative of the machine. So we have a new machine, off topic story, that we placed down in Santa Barbara, and It's a really popular brewery, and we were not expecting to get this location because it's like a coveted place. Like it's like, I mean, I was so surprised, and we got it, and the adults there like pulled us aside and basically said like, if you ever take this machine away, like we will be so upset. And like Amelia's kind of standing there looking at him, and because she thought they were mad, like, and they're like, this is the best thing ever because we get to sit here and drink our beer and eat pizza while the kids go play the machine. And like, there's like, this is the best thing ever. And we're like, oh, thank God. Like, I thought it was going to be something stressful.
I thought you were in trouble. It's funny.
Yeah, I thought I was in trouble. And the owner, he ended up, so he has 2 locations. And so we're going in the second location. And he's just so excited about it. And he's telling all his buddies, they all have their own like breweries and stuff. So I'm hoping it turns into, but it's cool when you get a location that appreciates what you do and understands that you are trying to help them. Like you're not trying to pull the wool over their eyes and just steal a bunch of money from them. You're actually trying to improve their business at the same time along with yours. It's pretty cool, when you get that vibe going.
Yeah. So I had one example of that. I did a video, I want to say it was the summer of 2023. I went to an arcade. It was an old grocery store. It's one of those admission style where you pay like an admission fee to get in. You can stay all day and play all the games you want. It was old arcade games and pinball machines. Really cool place.
Nice.
And I did a video there, and about maybe, I don't know, 6 months or so later, I get this random Instagram DM, and it's like, hey, we saw the video you did. Thank you so much. Next time you're here, let us know. We'll give you 2 free passes. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I haven't been back since, but I'd like to go back someday. So someday I'll go back.
We have a restaurant too that I won't say the name because it's kind of well known, and we don't really let people know that we're in certain locations just because, I mean, you got to hold on to certain things close to your chest, Sure. But this location, the owner actually is an old time gamer, like from way back. And he is the kind that if he goes to a town, he's looking for arcades, he's looking for pinball places. And he actually fixes our machines for us. Like if there's a problem, I gave him his own set of keys at the location, and he'll open it up and like, call me up and say, what do I do? How do I fix this? And so now at this point, like he fixes most stuff on his own without me even having to talk to him on the phone. And I'll come in and he's like, oh yeah, I fixed that change machine. And, I just had a penny in it and whatever. And I'm like, dude, you're awesome. Like, it's that, because I mean, it's 45 minutes away from our house. So for us to have to go all the time, he just fixes it. And so he ends up giving us, like, they have like little appetizer cards and things like that. And he pays us back and that kind of stuff just to be nice. And so there is some cool, but we do spend money in there and eat. We make sure that we always spend money in our locations. Especially Amelia, loves the boba shops and the ice cream shops and those. And definitely go in and make sure that the owners know that you're spending money in there, and that you're giving back to them too, because it does make a difference. So a lot of questions, good ones.
Speaking of fixing machines, I actually acquired a new claw machine over the weekend too. I haven't posted it anywhere. I'm actually going to talk about it with all of you here first, not even on my community tab for YouTube. But so the story is, I actually found it on Facebook Marketplace. It's actually a pretty new claw machine. Now, let me show you a picture. I wasn't.
Do you have it on your screen, or is it? Oh, it's on your phone.
It's on my phone. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do the best I can to show everyone here. It's a doll park machine.
Oh
so
yeah,
standard. Yeah, I mean it's a standard machine, but it's completely dead. Like zero, like functionality, like nothing. Like you plug it in, you turn it on, you flip the switch, absolutely nothing happens. So I'm guessing it's probably a power supply issue, but I thought it might be a fun video to make, to really kind of get back to the basics and show everyone like how to go through the steps using a digital multimeter. So Jonathan, you might even learn something from this video too.
Thanks, man.
And really eliminate every possible thing to determine what the problem is and then fix it. So that might be an upcoming video. I don't know. Would you guys like to see that? Let us know in the comments.
100%, because I think that starting, teaching people, you start from the outside in, and work your way into the machine, without starting to replace, parts that are inside the machine before you check the fuses that are on the outside and the things, as you work your way in from power cord to where it plugs into, that kind of stuff, I think is is super helpful. But it's funny you say that because I was talking to somebody on the phone the other day, and I was like, "Oh, do you have a voltmeter?" And they're like, "No," and they're like, "I feel really stupid." And I go, "Do not feel stupid," because I said that I was there. What's it been, 2 years now since you showed me how to use a voltmeter, because I had one, but I never used a multimeter to know how it really worked. I just had one as part of a kit because I bought it at Home Depot or Lowe's or something because I wanted the plug one. That you plug into like a 110 outlet, and that was part of it came with it. So, but I never had to use the multimeter, and but you taught me how to use it, and I think that everybody has to start somewhere, and I said, don't feel stupid, because I've been there, and everybody's been there, and I think that's what's great about your videos when you do show this stuff, because then people don't have to ask the question in like a public forum like Facebook or Discord or whatever it is and feel stupid when people are like, "Oh, duh, you don't have a voltmeter." And it's like, come on, man. Like, go to the Discord first, people. Don't go to Facebook. Go to the Discord. Ask your question in there first, because you're going to get help. Don't go to the Facebook, because people are just going to, want to bash you and then not want to help you because you're new. And I think or go to our Facebook group, which is
Let's Talk Vending.
Let's Talk Vending, and go in there and join that and ask questions in there, because the whole point of Let's Talk Vending, that we created it, was to get away from those other Facebook groups, because they just want to sit there and bash people, and they're all veterans that have been in the industry a long time, and it's like, that doesn't help anybody. Like, everybody's got to start somewhere. So that's also what the Vending Academy is about. We had a great meeting last night. I figured out about an hour before we came on, I figured out that I did record our meeting last night, so I can actually post it into the education part, or the channel, and so people can go back and watch it in the Vending Academy, because it was a really good meeting that we had on finding locations. So if you missed that meeting and you're in the Vending Academy, you can go back and watch it once I figure out how to post it inside there. But I do have it recorded, which is great. So those are the kind of things that we're doing on the live stream. We do the Facebook, which is Let's Talk Vending. We have our Discord, which has just reached over 4,000 members now. We're 4,003 members, which is crazy to even think about. But then they're all vendors. And so we have that. We have the Let's Talk Vending. We have the Vending Academy. On our website, you could spend one-on-one time with all of us if you want to. We do like real quick calls to kind of troubleshoot with you guys, I guess part of just what we do. But if you need more in-depth help, we're willing to give that to you. But we're wanting to help people. That's what we're about. And I think that, all these new people getting in and going to NBVA this year is going to be pretty awesome, which we got to talk about NBVA. So
lots to talk about there for sure.
Yeah, because they didn't show up. Natalie just checked for me. Rick from Rick's Vending was supposed to send me 250 tickets that I have to sell on the live stream before the end of March. So those of you out there watching, I've got 250 tickets I have to sell before the end of March. So get your pocketbook ready, and let's get those sold for the kids for the NBVA, and then we'll get into NBVA here in a little bit. But Anime Frank said we're over 4,000. Yeah, we're like 4,000.
I just checked. It's 4,007.
That's so crazy, man. How cool is that? Like 4,007 people in there.
If you want to pull up my screen real quick.
Yeah.
You can see
100%.
Everyone can see it live right here. So you can always see the total amount on the invite link page, or the invite link tab here on the left-hand side. It shows how many are online and how many total members are here. And we have 4,007.
That's just insane to me to even think that we've come that far.
I mean, even I feel like a year ago on the live stream, we were saying, "Oh, we passed 2,000." Now we've doubled that.
Yeah, that's so awesome. So for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of the people I can see in the chat here, they know about the Discord, and they're in there. I recognize their names. But for those of you who may be listening later on to the podcast or watching this at a later date, if you're not in the Discord, you need to be. I mean, it is the place to be for finding all the information that you need. And I think that a lot of people forget that are in the Discord that there's a search tool up at the top that you can search and pretty much find any topic that's been talked about in I think it's the almost 5 years now that it's been running. So it's pretty cool. Yes, let's do the giveaway. Is that what you're doing?
And yes,
Okay.
and there's all kinds of giveaways going on right now
Okay.
too.
Let's
So
hurry.
just so you guys know, we are giving away multiple prizes in conjunction with the NBVA show this March in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, Mike at 720 Vending at the beginning of the stream had commented that we are roughly 40 days away. So that means you've got a little over a month to get in here and get signed up for these prizes. So the grand prize, as you can see here on your screen, is going to be a spin and drop clip, carousel, whatever name you want to give those machines, right there with the prize lockers, which is really cool. I mean, I'm still trying to get my hands on one of these machines, and
Well, I heard
know
through a little birdie that we may two people may be helping you do that. That's just what I
oh,
heard.
well, I have
So
not
I don't
heard
know.
that yet. So,
Oh, okay.
I have not heard that yet. So, but I am in the market for some of these machines because I want to, change out some of my machines in some of my more popular locations. And everything I've heard about these machines is they're just printing money. They're just doing really well. So definitely want to get my hands on one of those. But the grand prize is a spin and drop machine here. Look how awesome that looks. But that's
Yeah.
not the only prize we're giving away. There's multiple other prizes. There's also going to be a NAYAX VPOS Touch credit card reader there on your screen also, a claw stand from the Howard Hospitality Group, and 4 advertising screens also from the Howard Hospitality Group. So that means, 4, 5, 6, 7 total prizes. And
So
like I said, we're giving
crazy.
all these away in conjunction with the NBVA show. 6 of the prizes will be drawn live at the NBVA show. One, the NAYAX VPOS Touch, will be drawn at the same time, but it's going to be drawn from NAYAX, and the winner will be contacted at that point. But you may wonder, how do I get registered to win all these awesome prizes? Well, it's super simple. Again, you need to be in our Discord because that's where the entry information is. So if you're not in our Discord, find the invite link in the description of this stream. If you're on the podcast, I'll read it out to you. It is https://discord.com/invite/lowercase x as in X-ray, capital A as in Apple, lowercase m as in Mary, lowercase e as in Echo, capital C as in Charlie, lowercase s as in Samuel, lowercase k as in King. And that is the invite link. So go to that, get signed up, and then once you're in the Xtreme Vending Discord, you can find all the tabs here on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm giving a visual for those of you watching. You can find these tabs on the left-hand screen. There's so many cool tabs to go check out, but the ones designated for the giveaway have these little icons next to them. One's a rocket ship, one's a star, and one is a credit card. You can probably imagine which one goes to which.
Right.
So the one with the rocket ship is for the Howard Hospitality Group prizes. That's the claw stand and the advertisement screens. If you click on that, it's going to take you to a link. All you need to do is click that enter button right there on the screen. Very simple. For the spin and drop, it's the one with the star next to it. It works the same way. Click that little enter button and you're going to enter to win the spin and drop machine. For the NAYAX, go to the one with the little credit card icon, which only makes sense. This one's a little bit different. There's no button. You'll need to click on this link, which will take you to the NAYAX website to fill out their entry form. And like I said, they're going to be drawing the winner and contacting the winner separately from all the other prizes. So that's how you get signed up to win. And it's going to be done on Wednesday on the show floor. Not this Wednesday. The official date. Let me check the official date here. I want to make sure I get it right. March 9th. No, I'm sorry. Yes, March 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly around 4 p.m. we said 4 p.m. Pacific time, right?
In the rainy booth.
Right. In the rainy booth. Okay. So we'll go live and we'll have the drawings just like we've done in years past. So keep that in mind. Like I said, remember the NAYAX will be drawing their own winner and contacting the winner separately. So we'll be drawing 6 winners from the show, and 1 winner will be contacted separately. So get signed up to win, guys.
Very cool, man. 7 prizes you can win. And and you can't beat the prizes. I mean, they're awesome. So, one's going to make you money with credit card reader. Well, they're all going to make you money, to be honest. They're all stuff that's going to make your business better and make you money. So, like, we run the screens that are behind us, and you're going to make good money with your machines. So it's an awesome. I can't wait till we get our spin and drops. David will be on here in a little bit. He should be home anytime, and he can talk more about the spin and drop, and we talk about it a little bit later. There's a couple comments I wanted to go back up real quick, sir.
Yeah, let's address some comments.
Sure.
We've been talking for the first 30 minutes already. Wow, how do you say that?
I don't know. Bonrith
says, see you folks at NBVA. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. It's kind of funny. When I was making my video today, I was actually talking about the NBVA, and I pulled up all those pictures from last year, all of our group shots. And it's kind of funny. I have to laugh at this. So Jonathan handed somebody his phone. I don't remember who took the picture. But Jonathan handed somebody his phone, and they just started snapping. And I said, "Oh, Jonathan, send me the pictures."
Well, I wanted to make sure you had all of them because I didn't know which one you were going to use. That's how.
For those of you that can't see the screen, I'm holding up my phone, and there's probably 50 group pictures of all the same thing here on my phone. It's so funny that they all came.
But they're all like.
Yeah, it's so funny. If I laid them all out in a timeline and played it would be like an animation of everybody moving around. It's so funny. But we had such a great turnout last year, and I wanted to highlight that because I'm hoping we can do even better this year. But I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm a little worried because we read your comments, and I just don't see as many people saying, "I'll see you there. I'll be there. I'm excited to go." And I just want to say, if you guys don't go, you're totally missing out.
Yeah,
totally missing
out. Well, I told you all 4,000 members of the Discord are going this year. That's pretty much what's happening. But then all of them are going to buy one ticket from me because I have 250 to sell. So they all need to buy at least one ticket. So then that way I can sell these tickets. It's my responsibility to sell these by the time that we get there. So I need your guys' help. You can contact us. You guys know how to get a hold of us. We got a phone number. We're in Discord. We're all over Facebook. I mean, you guys can get a hold of us. Let me know you want some tickets. I will take care of it. There's tons of ways to pay. I'll make it happen. But let's get these sold. So, and we'll talk about NBVA here in a little bit. But let's get through some more comments just so we can get caught up. So
sure.
Last week, I got a message from Claw Magic, and he basically told me that he was sad because we weren't doing the live stream, and he said that he was basically stuck sitting on the couch talking to his wife versus watching the live stream. And so he put a comment in here, and
Claw Magic says, "This is much better than ice cream and talking to wife." I hope she doesn't ever listen to these or watch these.
I know, right? I hope you're not watching on the big screen at home because that would be bad news. Because we watch, I mean, I don't know about you, but we watch our YouTube, usually on our TV. I mean, that's the way we've been watching.
When I do watch YouTube, it's usually on my TV. Yeah, it's kind of like my guilty pleasure to unwind and relax before I go to bed. I'll pop it up on the YouTube app on the TV.
So here's a good topic I'd like to cover. Let's do this one. This is an interesting one.
All right. Albert Paolo says, what are you going to do about the tariff raise ratio, or are you going to $2 per game? So okay. I'm not educated on the tariff thing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not educated on it. I don't really know what to speak when it comes to that.
So there's been things back and forth. So he's going to raise it, and then he took it away for a month. But let me explain to you like a little bit of what I've learned over the years with buying stuff from China and actually talking to China. Sorry, somebody's at the door. But every year, the prices for items from China goes up, and every year shipping prices go up. And what people don't realize is that it's roughly about 10%. So every year, things are always going up anyways, about that much. What I think is going to happen is they're probably not going to raise their prices as much as they normally would. Hey.
You have the same doorbell I have. Every time my doorbell rings, I hear the same barking sounds.
Well, for those of you who have little dogs, or like we have Dachshunds, and they bark at like the wind. I don't know what it is, but they're the absolute worst. Like they're so bad. I love them. They're the best dogs in the world. But when it comes to like, they think they're 10 feet tall and they bark at absolutely everything. And it's
I love dogs. I love the same the same breed of dog, but mine are the same way. And it's so bad that anytime the Amazon truck even pulls up outside, or the UPS truck, or the FedEx truck, or any of them pull up outside, doesn't even have to ring the doorbell. Just when they hear the truck pull up, they start going.
well, and ours is anybody that has that squeal, you know, and like all the UPS trucks and whatever, like they have that squeal when the brakes go. So like as soon as they hear that squeal on the tires or the brakes or whatever, like it doesn't matter what kind of vehicle it is, they're like immediately start barking. So little dogs are awesome, and Dachshunds are the best dogs in the whole entire world. Like I would never change breeds for any. I mean, they're just such cool dogs, and we have mini Dachshunds, so they're even better because they're like tiny little dogs. But they bark like nonstop. So just be aware of that. Anyways, off topic. But so what I was gonna say is that I really feel like if you're ordering machines, so it doesn't matter who. Like we all got an email from Rhode Island Novelty, which is the first one that I've seen to do it so far, and I'm guessing it's probably in your email too. You probably maybe haven't seen it yet, but
I did. But I also, speaking of Rhode Island Novelty,
yeah, there you go.
get that?
But they're the first, which I was impressed because they're the first to address it. They're the first to send out an email and say, "We're paying more for this stuff, so therefore we've got to pass down that rise in cost to you guys," and they're honest about it. And I see in the market and in the business, like nobody else is saying anything, and it's kind of frustrating me because what they're doing is they're raising prices on things. You see them on their website. They're all raising prices on machines. They're raising prices on product, but they're not saying anything about what they're doing, or they preemptively did it before thinking that that's what's going to happen. And nobody's saying anything. And Rhode Island was the first I saw an email going, "Hey guys, you know, this is happening." Yeah, the transparency of like, you know, we're being honest with you guys. Like, this costs us money. So to be honest, if you're buying in bulk, if you're buying from Rhode Island Novelty, you're buying from SSM, you're buying from All Star, you're buying from Good Stuff, you're buying from Fiesta Toy, and you're buying in large quantities. Your margins should be good enough that you can handle 10%. You should be able to handle a 10% increase if you're running your machines, even at $1 per play. You should be able to increase your ratio from 8 to 9 or from 10 to 12 or whatever it may be, and cover your costs for the little bit of time that this goes on. Or we don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to be long term, that it's always going to cost as much. Or if you're ordering machines direct from China, if you're buying a machine like we do with LaFun or Rainy machines, we're buying them for $700 delivered, or $700 to $800 delivered. I don't mind spending an extra $60 to $70 for a machine to be delivered to me. I don't care. I'm still getting it for 1/3 the cost of anything else. So as long as you're thinking ahead and you're planning ahead for your business, I don't think you're going to have a problem. You can increase your ratio to cover your costs. And, you know, even if it goes up one peg to cover that extra 10%, it's still not a lot of money. So buy as much as you can in bulk. And a lot of people that are getting started in the business, it's going to take you longer to make money or to pay off your machines or whatever, because you can't buy a pallet of product. You're going to be buying a box at a time, which just don't stress it. Just take your time, pay it, you know, get a box at a time, and just slowly work and pay off your machines slowly, and then work your way forward. And then as you get bigger and you acquire more machines, then you can buy stuff in larger quantities, and then you'll be getting it cheaper. So don't stress is my point with the tariffs. Everything goes up about 10% anyways. China's aware of it. You know, All-Star, Rhode Island Novelty, all these people, they don't want to cost you more money. That's the last thing they want you to do. They want you to buy more stuff. So the last thing they want to do is raise prices on you. Like, they are not trying to, and that's why I liked Rhode Island's email, because it was like, hey man, it is what it is. You know, like we're honest about this. Like, this is going up for us, and we buy in huge quantities. I mean, they buy like containers and containers of stuff. and they're like, it's going to cost us more money, so therefore, it'll be a trickle down effect, but not a lot. So to answer your question, Albert, I think that if you can basically buy in as much bulk as you can, try to grow to get bigger machines. If you're just getting started, it's going to take you longer to pay off your machines and your product. That's basically what it is, but it's not going to kill you. I don't think any of these tariffs are going to ruin anybody's business or put us out of business or any of the problems like that. Like, I think that China is going to try to basically hopefully cut costs, because they don't want to see a drop in sales either by people not buying, because everything costs more to send it to us. Like, they don't want that. They want to still keep up their sales. So hopefully they'll lower their price to cover it versus you paying the shipping, kind of thing. So that's just my opinion, but I could be wrong.
I think it's a good one. I mean, and
Yeah.
and as time progresses, things are going to change, and we're all. That's the one thing that we're going to have to keep continuing to do, is adapt to change, no matter what comes at us. We're going to find a way. We're going to find a way.
Everything's going to go up every year. You can't get around that stuff's going to cost more money, because that's just life.
Have you been to Sam's Club and bought M&Ms?
Oh my God.
What the
Yes.
heck?
No, and that's what I was talking about. Walker went in there and he's like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know. So
they went up 20 cents per pack inside the box. So what used to cost I don't know what, 30 something is now 50 something for a box of M&Ms. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're popular, which sucks. Like M&M peanuts are like super big for us. Like, we saw a ton of those. Right. And just so people know, you cannot put those in combo machines that are refrigerated. We learned that the hard way too. So do not put those in refrigerated combo machines.
If you have a combo machine with a separate refrigeration section,
then that's different. That's different. Yeah. So our machine is refrigerated the whole way up, because we had to buy it that way to fit into a certain spot. But be careful, because if they get cold and wet, the packaging just deteriorates and they turn into like colored messes of
mush. Yeah.
Mush. Yeah. So
I know we got more comments.
Tariff. Oh yeah, we got tons. So I don't know what this question. I'm trying to figure out what this question means.
So he's asking, where's the best? He says, okay, so Bound Lie. I'm sure I'm murdering that. He says, where to buy a machine from, guys. He's asking. Where's the best place to buy a machine from? That's going to be an opinion question or opinion answer. A lot of you could ask 10 people that question, and you're going to get 10 different answers. It depends on the type of machine, depends on where you're located, depends on what type of location you're going for. I mean, there's multiple things. Do you want to buy brand new? Do you want to buy secondhand? There's so many answers, and none of them are wrong. You know what I mean? So, like when I started buying machines on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, places like that. As I'm growing and getting new locations, I'm trying to buy newer machines. So I'm working with places like candymachines.com or other vending machine outlets that refurbish machines and sell refurbished machines, things like that. There's all kinds of places out there. You can even buy them from Sam's Club if you order online. So there's so many options out there.
And if you need help buying amusement machines, let us know, because we've got a pretty good thing going with Rainy, and we can get you machines, but you do need to wait for them because they do come direct from China. But David and I have an easy way to set up to order machines. So let us know if you need help. We can help you with that. For amusement side, for full line side, we get our drink machines from Pepsi, but we order all of our full line snack machines from Wittern. That's just who we really like. I don't know if I'm the happiest with them in the past year or so, because they've gone out of warranty in like a year, and I've had to replace a board and like I told you, the refrigeration unit, which was almost $1,600 to replace that. So I wasn't too happy about that, but I did learn that it depends on where you buy it. So if you buy it direct from Wittern, which we didn't, we bought it from Vending, I think is what it was, because they had financing. So we financed them when we first bought them. But if you buy them direct from Wittern, or if you bought them from vending.com, which is also part of Wittern, so eVending and vending.com.
Actually, I think it's vendnet.com.
Vendnet, then you get the full warranty, which is 2 years, which we didn't get because we bought it through the second site. But they're actually in the same office, like on split and like the same. It's a whole crazy thing. But make sure you get the warranty, that you get a 2-year warranty on them, because I was real bummed about that, because we bought 2 brand new machines and it had 2 of them, that a board and a refrigeration unit, that went bad. But the machines themselves are solid. Like, they're really nice. Like, I'm very impressed with the Wittern machines. We've had really good luck with them otherwise, but that is kind of a bummer for us. So, okay. Sorry, I'm going down the comments. Oh, Marco had a comment because we have, he wants to have a chat. I wanted to tell you, Marco, so I don't know if you joined the Vending Academy or not. You want to read that? I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sure. For all the listeners and for everyone watching the replay or on the podcast, put it back up, please. Marco says, "Hello, Jonathan. I'll follow up with you to set a date for our chat."
Yeah, so he wants help on finding locations, and I was going to tell you, like, if you haven't joined the Vending Academy, because last night we did it was almost a 2-hour talk on starting the process of finding locations. It's a great way to and there's some videos in there on finding locations, and David did a video on finding locations, and we did a whole series on finding locations, that it might be something you might want to join, because there is like a whole series plus David's video plus the meeting we had last night, and then next Tuesday we're having another meeting on just finding locations. So I was going to say that it might be a good way for you to get all the information that you want without having to do like a talk with us or whatever. That might be a faster way for you to, on your own time, find the information you're looking for. But just a thought anyways. Okay, here we go.
Dunclaw Vending says, "Going to the NBVA for the first time, what are the best tips and tricks for making the most of the event? Any suggestions for exploring the city as well?" So I think I'll share a little bit of info. If you want to explore the city, book extra days, right? I mean, so for my very first NBVA show, the show starts on a Tuesday if you are attending the seminars, if you're a member of the NBVA, and then the actual conference or the actual show floor is on Wednesday and Thursday. My first year, I flew in on Monday night, flew out on Thursday afternoon, and didn't have any free time to explore Vegas. I saw the hotel.
I felt really bad about that.
So since then, we've actually been booking extra days on our trip. Now I'm flying on Sunday usually, and probably still Thursday or Friday on the exit. But as far as like Tuesday through Thursday, if you join the NBVA, there are so many different events and meals and get-togethers and things that you really want to be a part of, and it's really cool. And you're just kind of constantly busy. Some things that are officially by the NBVA, and some things that are maybe a little more unofficial, but just a lot of good stuff. So talking about the NBVA, we can see we've got some membership info here on the screen. And it's kind of funny because I'm all paid up for the Vegas trip. I got my membership renewed. I got my passes purchased. I got my hotel booked. I got my flights booked. The only thing I don't have booked is my Uber or my Lyft from the airport, which I'll do when I'm there. But why don't you do you want to go through kind of the operator differences and things like that?
Excuse me. Yeah. So for those of you who are new, excuse me. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry, I had a cough. When you're a new member, I would definitely just do the Operator 1 membership if you're brand new to the industry. The first year that you're there, you get your... So I think there's some confusion on how it works.
There's always confusion. Always
yeah,
confusion.
so let me explain to you. So let me start with a global view of this event. So this event is actually the NBVA, the AMOA, the Billiard Association, the Laser Tag Association, or whatever they're called, and they're all together in one giant expo. So they have actual seminars and events depending on which club you belong to, or organization, thank you, that you belong to. You'll attend your individual organization's events, and then we all go to the show. So when you go to the actual show floor or whatever it is, that's actually a separate event from the NBVA. But what you get from joining the NBVA is you're going to get all the seminars. You're going to get a discount on going to the show and all that as part of it. So what you would pay for this at like AMOA, I'm not sure what it is for the laser tag people or for billiards or any of those people, but I know for AMOA, like it's like triple the price of what NBVA is to join the organization. So for NBVA, it's a lot better pricing to get in there. And I think that for the people that are in the Discord and that watch these live streams and stuff like that, we really are, hi David, we really are, we really are all about what the NBVA is about. I think that that's more of our niche and where you guys would want to be. So when you join the membership, you get a 1-year membership. That is the $150 that you pay for the membership. And that gets you to the actual events for NBVA. So what that includes is the first day, the night before, so before you even go to the seminars, we're doing in one of the board members' suites, we're actually doing a meet and greet event the night before the actual seminars, which we've never done before this year. So you get to go to that for all new members to come and hang out and meet everybody. It's like hors d'oeuvres and drinks and whatever, and come hang out and meet everybody the night before. And then the morning of, everybody goes downstairs on Tuesday. So Monday night would be the meet and greet. Tuesday would be where everybody gets together. You go get your badge and everything down in the hotel lobby, or not the lobby, but the little conference section. You get your badges and then you go to the seminars. So as part of NBVA and the 150, you're going to get basically breakfast the first day. As part of the seminars, you're going to get lunch the first day. And then there's actually an industry meeting, or not a meeting, but a dinner the first night, which you get, it's hors d'oeuvres and everything, and everybody's going to be there. So all the billiard people, AMOA, NBVA, so you get into that dinner too. So for the first day, to be 100% honest, like basically the food on the first day pays for your whole membership for the year, because if you were to eat in Vegas, you're talking for two people.
Right. Think Vegas prices exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 3 times. That's $180 probably in food just for the first day that you're getting as part of just the first day. So you get to go to the seminars, you get to go to the dinner, and then the next day there's a breakfast. So everybody goes to the breakfast and hangs out, and then you're on your own for the actual going to the what do you call it? Like the actual the show, the trade show, which so you need to buy your own lunch there. But then you come back, and then there's an awards dinner that night, which is paid for with. It even has drinks and stuff included as part of it too, and so that's another thing you get as part of it. And then the following day there's a breakfast, and so you're pretty much covered for all your food almost, except for your time at the actual show. So really what you're getting for the 150 is a whole membership for the year. And the NBVA, which a lot of people don't know, but they, as part of their teamed up with AMOA, they're protecting vendors' rights. They're doing a lot of stuff in the government and stuff for us. They're going to battle for a lot of vendors. So there's a lot of stuff that NBVA does that a lot of people don't realize. And so you're helping support a good organization. Plus they have the nonprofit part of it too, which they do for kids going to college. They have the scholarship, which is what we're selling tickets for. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on that you're helping to pay for as part of your membership also. So when you look at the list, that's up here, you'll see it says memberships based on number of machines. The first year, I would 100% just do the operator one membership. It's your first year. It's $150. But what you need to realize is down below, the badges. So the second part that's down below on this, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse here or not, but down here where the badges are, that is just for the show. So that is separate from NBVA. So when you're paying the $75 as part of being a new member, you're getting a discount because usually those are $100 a piece. If you're coming back for your second year, I would highly recommend you do the operator 2, even if you don't have that many machines, because you're paying $350. You're getting 2 show passes plus the membership. And so it's actually a better deal to do the operator 2 membership versus buying it all separate. So you basically get it all kind of in one, and you're an operator 2 level, which is better. So, cause you get 2 free badges. I'm trying to remember how it works, but it's better to go up to the operator 2, the second level, when you go in for the next year, for sure. Now, Jen is also, because she's the NBVA president, which is super cool, and we're very excited about it. She's actually creating this year children's passes for the show. So if you have kids you're bringing for the show, there'll be a discounted pass, so you won't have to pay the $100 per badge for each kid like you used to. You only pay $75 for the kids. So if you're a returning member, you get them a lot cheaper. Or if you're a new member, you're only paying $75 for them also, which is awesome. So I think that's really cool that she implemented that. So if you guys have questions about this, definitely contact us. It is kind of confusing, but you need to understand the show and the seminar, or the actual not the expo, but the seminars and all the stuff that is separate from the show. So you're paying, that's why there's membership up above and then badges down below, because they are 2 separate things. So a lot of people are kind of like, what am I paying for? Well, what you're paying for is like the $150 is covering your membership for a whole entire year, but it's also covering like more than enough for your food for the whole time that you're there. So when you're thinking about it, like you're getting a lot for your money. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that it would cost you a lot more to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, a breakfast, and all the stuff that you would be getting. So,
Totally. So we do have a question regarding the show from Zooks there in the comments. He wants to know, will I be able to play all the games for free at the show? Yes. So I've never had to put money into any of the machines at the show. Remember, all of the manufacturers, they want you to play the games. They want you to fall in love with their games, so you buy them for your business. So yes, you can play, like I said, all the games for free. Well, one thing that you sometimes can't do though is a lot of the, like if you're playing claw machines, a lot of the prize shoots are blocked. So if you win, you can't get the prize inside of the machines. Some let them go, but some do not. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. You get to play them, but you
games, don't. They were showing off one of their machines, and I kept winning their toys. They kept letting me take it. Do you remember that? I was getting they were showing off the prize one, where the big nice prize locker that they had that you pay into, a vending dispenser. Yeah.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Kept getting a lot of good prizes.
Nice. So if you have questions about that, please let us know. I mean, we're happy to answer questions about it. The scholarship, just so people know what we're selling the tickets for, it's $5 per ticket, and every year, basically NBVA does a scholarship foundation for the NBVA, where they help students that are students that are in vending, or that are family members of vending people in the industry or whatever it is, and they help them pay for college. And so they basically get a pool of money together, and then they split it up between the kids to help them pay for books, tuition fees, all that kind of stuff to go to college. And so the $5 goes towards that. And when you buy a ticket, it's hard to explain. I don't think I have any pictures of it. There is one on Facebook I just saw with all the tubs of all the prizes that were on the NBVA. I don't know if you guys have seen that on Facebook. I posted it on my Facebook But basically, there's about 50 or 60 tubs of prizes that are on the counter. Plus, there's one big drum, which is one large amount of $2,025 for the year, because it's 2025, that you could win. So you could put all your tickets into that if you wanted to. But basically, you can buy as many tickets as you want for $5 a piece. And then I will actually distribute those for you. If you're not going to the show and you wanted to buy some tickets, I'll put your name on them, and then you tell me where you want me to drop them. But we won't know what prizes are available till the actual show day. So, but there was NAYAX units, there was candy machines,
there was of great stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So many good prizes to win, boxes of plush, all kinds of stuff. So definitely let us know if you wanted to buy tickets, because I'd like to sell 20 tonight if possible, so I can try to break down that 250, because that's a lot of tickets I have to sell. So let me know, send me a message or put it in the comments that you want to buy tickets, and I will take care of you guys. So here we go. All right. Let's go back to the three of us. So David, real quick, let's catch up. What have you been up to?
Hang on. I was just messaging. Tyler was asking about. So you know how when you got the prize locker and the Mega Mini, he was wondering if you could bolt them together. And yeah, they have slots, and it doesn't matter if it's the OG prize locker mixed with the Mega Mini. You just line them up. They line up and bolt together. So it's pretty cool. But
I think a lot of people don't realize that underneath the wraps, Rainey is actually made holes on the machines. You can actually bolt them together.
Honestly,
it's pretty cool.
I didn't know either for the long, and she made fun of me. She's like, "Here you are, the guy like has hundreds of these Mega Minis," and it took me like a year before I realized. I would take a drill bit and I would just drill, and I would tie them with the bolts and stuff like that, and drill through my machines for the longest time. And then she's like, "Why don't you just bolt them together using the holes that we already have there? They line up perfectly." So I felt like an idiot, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, my week. So I signed a lease. I've been hard at work, working on my third arcade, my third personal, but it's actually technically Konichi Claw 4, because Frank beat me with 3. And so I've been working on that. And then also I traded in my electric truck. I don't have my Ford Lightning anymore. So
what?
I don't own that. Yeah.
What'd you get?
Cybertruck? Cybertruck?
No, okay, Cybertruck. I'm not a big Tesla guy, so like I wouldn't do a Tesla, but I do like the company. Like I love the technology behind it, but I just don't like the vehicles. Like the Cybertruck, I think it's cool in person, but I also think it's like ugly at the same time.
No, it's
but
not.
no, like when I have a neighbor who's a few miles away. Well, I've been living in the country. He has a Cybertruck, and I think it looks cool when I'm up against it and looking closely at it. But when I see it driving away, I'm like, oh, that's ugly. You know, it's kind of like, I guess you had too much alcohol or something to drink or something. But anyways, so I traded my Ford Lightning. I got myself a Chevy Silverado. So, and that's also an EV. So
that's the new one that has like, what is it, 400 miles of charge or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, it's rated at 440, and then they changed it to 460. They rated it at 460, and I've just been driving it. I've done a full charge just one time to see, and I was cruising around. I mean, I just got done doing. I did 19%. I went 102 miles. So if you times that by 5, you're talking about 502 miles with 5% left. So
yeah, because you have the regenerative charging too on top of it.
Right. So I think I could, it depends. Like, I mean, that was a lot of city driving, and EVs do well in city. If I was driving on the highway, I was doing about 470 miles of range, driving 70, 75 miles an hour, which is incredible.
So I was thinking, how many miles is it from where you are to Vegas? Are you going to have to stop and charge on the way to Vegas?
So I won't have to stop and charge now to Vegas. I can actually go all the way to Vegas nonstop. However, I will still stop in Kingman and probably throw it on the charger for 10 minutes because I'm going to need a bathroom break. And we get
well. Also, you're going to be hauling a lot of stuff for us too for the booth.
Yeah,
so that's more weight.
I have a spin and drop to bring up. I have some certain things that we got. Jonathan Howard sent me a whole bunch of packages and stuff. I don't know if you told the group. He's got advertising. Oh yeah. So we got all this stuff here. I got the tape, and I got another package. I think it's the stand that you got me. I think that's out right in my garage. I just got that yesterday night. But I've been so busy, I haven't been able to open the packages.
So those of you who don't know, Rainey is going to have her first booth at NBVA this year. So we're very excited. So La Fun Amusements is going to have their own booth. She's sending machines. So she's only going to have a limited amount of machines. So David's actually bringing a spin and drop so people can actually see it, because she didn't include that as part of what she's sending. So we'll have a spin and drop there. We'll have some minis. We'll have our call stands. And so we're going to have this tiny little booth, just David and I sitting in a booth for I don't know how many hours it's going to be, just showing off Mega Minis. So if you haven't seen Mega Minis in person, or you have questions about anything that we do, we'll be there to answer questions and just show them to people, because I think a lot of people haven't seen them in person. And so we'll be working a booth pretty much for the whole time of NBVA this year, which is kind of crazy.
Matt will be there too, and a few others. Yeah.
He's got serious video stuff to do, man. He's serious business.
Right.
I want to hang out though.
He'll come by and see us.
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know if Eli and Cody are going to be there. I don't know. I noticed that Claw Kicker's been doing his daily vlog, so maybe he'll show up.
I talked to Eli. Eli said they're going, but things change, so we'll see. I haven't talked to Aaron. I did reach out to him on, I think it was Instagram, maybe. I commented on one of his videos. I'm not sure if he's coming yet or not, but he's been there every other year, so I would expect him to be there. But you never know.
Last year he had kind of a hard year, so I don't know. We'll see. It was kind of tough for him last year, so hopefully it'll be a little easier this year. I'm excited he's back doing videos again. The daily stuff's been awesome. It's cool to see a day in his life, so it's good. I mean, I think that it's good that everybody's getting back. I'm glad Eli and Cody are back doing videos again. We're going to be doing some Mega Mini videos because we actually have them now.
When are you two going to make some videos?
Well, I got to get back down south because all our machines are down there, the new machines, and so I don't have anything up here. I was going to try to do some full line stuff, but poor Brandon, Walker Vending's been doing all of our full line stuff on his own. I feel really bad because he's been working so hard. So I would love to be filming because we did that one. We were loading those machines into the locations and stuff, and people really liked it. And so I felt bad because I thought I'd do more stuff like that. But we've been having we took over machines that hadn't been serviced in a long time. And so there's been a lot of adjustment issues and stuff. And I just wish I'd been there to film it because he's been doing a lot of fixing of things and it would have been good content. But I am going to do some Mega Mini stuff. For sure, because a lot of people are asking what's the settings, they want more details. So for sure. So reminder, buy tickets, you guys. I need to sell these tickets. So I see people posting in there, $5 a piece.
I was going to say, let's get a little bit more info. So let's, while you're talking, I'll see if I can find one of those pictures of the prize table thing.
Okay. It's on my Facebook.
It's on your Facebook?
Let me see. Yeah. Cause I shared it. Let me see if I can find it on my Facebook. I shared it not too many days ago. Hey, there we are, right on our Facebook.
I know. I'm looking at your Facebook.
That's right. Here we go. I got it. So, did it not work? Hold on.
It's a white.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. So I can see on that right there in that screen, we can see looks like a Best Buy gift card. There's there's mechanisms.
Yeah, it's a coin sticker, I think.
$150 gift card, something back there. Maybe Dairy Queen.
Yeah, looks like it.
All the way down, full of prizes.
Yeah, so many things.
And it goes around the corner too. So not only does it go all the way down that thing, but it goes down to the left too. So look, there's a coin mech. Looks like All Star Vending has top 5 2-inch items, like a box of those. That's so you can, and if there's a value of something, you can call these companies and say, hey, I really need tattoos versus whatever. And I'm sure they'd be happy to help you out, with the same value of whatever it is. But these are all people that belong to the NBVA that have donated items to this. But you can see there's machines, there's all kinds of stuff, but this is what the table looks like, and it's about the same distance on the left hand side of prizes, and then there's actually a big old wheel in the middle too, which has for the money. So very cool.
Looks like
That was a
Mike
pusher.
at 720 Vending says he wants to buy some, Jonathan, but you got to give him
Yay! Thank you, Mike. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go back up to comments. Get us back on the screen. Oh, wait, I didn't do this for you, David.
Oh, thank you.
Running thoughts.
That's like really a quick play thing, though. Quick play, they're the big dog.
And for Matt.
Like a boss.
Oh, man, so good. Okay,
He's
here we
on
go.
fire.
He's on fire.
He's on fire!
Okay, so let me go down here. Comments. Okay, good. So Mr. Anime Frank said he already won.
He already won the giveaway. Thanks for the wins.
Oh my god, it's funny.
Sweet Bliss says, if I could choose a prize, my top picks would be the VPOS Touch and the advertising screen. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good choices. Good choices. 1111 Butterfly FX says ad screens are hard to resist. Very cool.
So we've and I gotta thank everybody because I want to take a minute, and I know this is one of those things that it's kind of separate, but we added the little boxes that go onto the top of the Rainy machines that you can put the advertising screens in, and people are going nuts for them and ordering those for all kinds of machines. So because you could basically mount them to any machine in the industry that you wanted to, and then put the screen on the top, and people have been going crazy for them. And I want to thank everybody for ordering those, because like that was actually a design we had, and then it kind of got tabled by Rainy because she got super busy, and then one of our Vending Academy members basically pushed her like for like 2 weeks straight because he wanted to buy some, and he ended up buying like 50 of them to put on his 50 machines that he ordered. So she made it, and then everybody went nuts for it. So thank you to the Vending Academy and him for pushing her on it and getting it done, because we didn't want to bother her because she's busy, but he made it happen, and that was really cool. And then everybody's been going crazy for him. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so Jay Hayes has a question.
Jay Hayes says, I'll go if you cover the cost for me. That's not a question. That's a statement.
He should go anyways. Come on, Jay. Let's see.
I mean, only you are missing out if you don't go.
Yeah. This is a question for David.
Oh, sorry,
Gabriel wants to know, would you guys rather Candy Machines mini claw machines or Lee Fun claw machines?
Oh boy. Well, seeing how that I have like 100% fun machines, I'm probably very biased. I don't want to discourage anyone from purchasing who they're comfortable with, but there's a couple of factors on why I buy my minis from Rainy's. First of all, Rainy and I, whenever there's something that we want to modify to the machine, she has modified the machines about like 6-7 times since the Mega Mini's been out. Yeah, the pricing, the savings you get when you import it yourself. There are some risk factors you have to be aware of when you're importing yourself, and there's pros and cons to everything. But I think the pros from importing your machines from Rainy is huge. Like, there's so many pros that I would highly recommend importing from Rainy if you're comfortable, if it's within your budget. You do have to order in bulk, which is understandable, but you'll be surprised. You probably order about 6 machines for the price of 2 or 3 candy machines. So keep that in mind. It's almost like a 2 to 1, maybe
it's 1/3. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
3 to 1.
It's pushing somewhere around 2 to 3 the ratio. So it just depends where you live, obviously, what your shipping quote is and what your shipping quote is from candy machines. Maybe you're closer to the candy machines warehouse. So I mean, there's variables, but like I've had these machines for many years. I love them. If there's any issues, I can easily replace or fix. And then if there is something more severe, I can swap them out really fast because I buy in bulk, and then I can maintain the machine at my house, do some maintenance, and bring it back out later. And seeing how they're really easy to install credit card readers on these machines, I think that's a really awesome feature too. So
Well, she'll
thank you.
pre-wire them for NAYAX. She'll pre-wire them
Yeah,
for Kiosoft,
yeah,
depending on what you
Kiosoft,
want.
so Kiosoft is as simple as just opening up the machine, pulling out the play field plexiglass, which is a couple screws, and then there's a plate that just pops out, and you slide in the Kiosoft. NAYAX reader is, or you put it in, you bolt it down. It's like it's already pre-drilled for Kiosoft, and then NAYAX reader, it's pretty much the same thing what I just described. You take off the plate there, and you slide in the NAYAX reader, re-bolt it down. And then you do have to do just one little soldering, but unlike other machines, she gives you a wire, and this wire comes with the machine, and you can solder it on your own table. So you have lots of elbow space. You're not reaching in there trying to solder inside a little cramped space. And so you can make the solder cable and just plug it. And when you have it done, you just plug it into the back of the motherboard. There's a cable that's sticking out, and you're tied in. Actually, to the coin mech. I'm sorry, not to the motherboard. The coin mech leads to the motherboard though, so you know what I mean. Anyways, so you're up and done in like a few seconds. It's really simple. So I like that.
Yeah. So I think that actually, let me pull this up real quick. So I wanted to talk about, because we're going to do our video on this, and I think that this is probably some of the things that people don't understand about the difference with machines. And I think that I kind of should break it down in the fact of so there's different people in the industry that order machines, and there's the veterans that order directly from companies like LaFun or companies like NeoFund. So NeoFunds actually makes the machines for candy machines, and there's people in the industry that order direct from those companies. But when they're ordering machines from those companies, they're ordering them to their own specs. So you can choose any part of that machine. You can choose different levels of the machine and how you want it to be, how you want it to function, and the quality of the machine. And I think that that's very important for people to understand, because when you're ordering a machine that somebody else has bought from a company and then is reselling, you're basically buying a product that they chose what's in that machine versus buying direct. And I think that that's the difference when you have like a company like LaFun. Like, she ends up putting the higher quality stuff already in the machine. So you're not buying lower quality stuff. She ends up doing the higher quality things. And I think there's certain things that I wanted to cover in our video that a lot of people don't see on the outside that really make a difference. I think one of the biggest things is that she was smart enough, and it was actually a recommendation from the Discord, to put a back access to the prize locker. And the reason that this is important, which you can see in the picture here, is that when you have somebody that has actually won the key, but they don't put the key in the machine and actually take the prize out for the prize locker, they've got a key to your machine. Or if the key breaks off, or if they don't know what they're doing and they put it in there and they break the key off, or whatever it may be, you're kind of screwed. I mean, like, if the lock is broken on that prize locker, there's no way for you to get in that without drilling it out and putting a new lock in there. But she was smart enough to end up putting an actual back access to the prize locker, with even a lock on it if you wanted to use that, so you could actually lock the back, which you don't need to because it has, the lock on it. But the idea is that she thought ahead in the fact that you can actually have access to the back of that to get in there and change the lockout if you needed to, which I think those are the kind of things that people in the Discord over the years, because she's been selling these in the Discord for so long, that people have had these issues, and she's come up with a solution for them and fixed them, which a lot of people in the industry haven't done. And I think that that's the big difference between this. So the other thing you're going to notice too is, like, you can adjust the height or the depth of your play field. You're talking about a full glass door. A lot of times when you buy machines for minis nowadays, they're a plexiglass door. That is really easy to cut, to scratch, to break. But these are actual real glass, and they're actually fully framed all the way around glass doors. And I noticed with AZ Amusements, the Golden House machines that we have, they're fully framed in glass, and it's made our machines, I think, last that much longer by having the fully framed glass. And I think that's super important versus being, when you buy another machine, like it's just basically 2 hinges with a piece of plexiglass with a key, and that's not something that's going to last a long time. They all come with M3 claws. I highly recommend that you run them with the actual rubber tips on them. So if you're running prizes that are a little bit harder to grab, like Pokeballs or something where you need a little more grip, like I recommend that you do run them with the rubber grips. All your settings and everything are all on the screen, which I think that most companies now have switched to being set up in the screen, but back in the day it was used to have like a little joystick that you had to use to program the actual
Oh yeah, I hated that.
Yeah.
I hated that.
and I think nowadays, like, this is kind of old school, where, this is back in the day, this is a little more relevant, but now I think a lot of people are going to the full, being able to program them actually in the screen. But in the old days, you used to have like, you would have to go up or down on a little joystick that changed all the settings. And now this back of the
chip.
Yeah, and that was it sucked. It really didn't work very well, and it's like you'd press it and it would go down like 3 screens, and we had a lot of problems with those, so that was kind of a big deal. But all of our machines come with standard DBA. They come with the standard, coin mech, which is nice. These actual coin mechs, these DBAs, you can choose to upgrade to a stacker DBA if you want, which is really nice. So that's something that's also available. And then, because what David calls it, and what we've learned, and Natalie doesn't like it, neither does Amelia, is that money salad. So when you feed dollar bills in here, it just goes into this little box inside, and then it's just a big handful of cash. Yeah, of course.
So I just had this conversation with Jen. Now, Jen Vend, she's been, she's always gotten from other suppliers or machines, but recently she ordered her first batch of Mega Minis, and she got a pretty large sum. And she didn't get the stackers, and I was surprised she didn't get the dollar bill stackers. But this is something I argued about. These Mega Minis, for whatever reason, out of all the minis I've ever owned, which is like 90% Mega Minis now because I got rid of everything else, these machines attract a lot of people. And a stacker machine can only hold, 300 bills, maybe 500 bills with an extended mag. Matt, you would know probably. How many bills can you fit in the stack?
I think it's 500.
It's they say 500, but you know what? I use mostly the MEI bill acceptors, and those ones, 300 is pretty much the max on those. So it depends on the manufacturer. A lot of the ICTs will hold 500, so your mileage may vary.
Well, I know
so you can't.
Jen was, I was getting that, Jen, she did a collection and it was like a week or so, and she was concerned if she got the stackers, it would be too much money in there. And sure enough, she went in there and she collected like over $600, she was saying to me. And she's like, I would have maxed out that stacker easy in that week. And she's like, there's no way I could do the stacker. So,
yeah.
Sounds like
100%.
She's got a Disneyland location.
That's awesome. Yeah. Totally. So, so anyways, your money goes into this trough. You can order a stacker DBA if you want to. All your coins go into here. Jay Hayes had a question I saw in the comments. He said, just got machines from Rainy, need to weigh them down. Here you can put bricks inside of them. Is that correct? ? And how many, for those experienced people, bricks do you put in? So I wanted to show you on this picture right here, Jay Hayes, is that Rainy's actually thought ahead when it comes to this kind of stuff from Discord suggestions. Is that you'll see there's a screw right here and a screw right here and back in the back. You can actually remove this bottom plate and put sand down there or cement if you want to down in the bottom of this machine. So she's basically made this a hollow base that you could fill with cement if you wanted to and fill that up. Otherwise, your other option is like our claw stand. You can actually mount one of those to the bottom of that, which Matt has. We run those constantly, and they work, man. They just do the job. And, but you may not have room for a claw stand, which you totally get. But if you do, they're the best solution. But on here in the screws right here, you'll see these all come out, and you can actually pour sand or anything you want down inside there, or maybe some thinner bricks you could put down inside that hole. So that is actually removable on purpose to fill that up, which is pretty awesome. So she's thought ahead on that. Oh, here's a better picture of it. So you see these screws right here come out, and you can actually fill it up with. And if you did a stacker, you wouldn't even need this area right here. So you could put another brick there if you wanted to, or something to fill, like a big sandbag to fill this area too. The problem with sandbags and bricks and stuff is that you can still tilt the machine. Like, they don't solve that problem. They make them heavier at the bottom, but you can still shake them. So the claw stand was designed so you can't shake it, you can't take it. You know, it's 60 pounds of weight on the bottom of it, plus it's wide to keep them from tipping it. You can still tip them with these. So it's just, and it actually can be even worse with weight in the bottom of it. So, but what I wanted to show in the video, what I really wanted to cover, is that we've got a lot of machines from other manufacturers, minis especially, and Sam does all the work on our machines, and his hands are almost as big as mine. And the thing that sucks about minis is that you can't get inside to fix anything, and it really sucks. And so what Rainy's done is that she actually mounted the power supply. As soon as you open the back, it's right here. The main board, right here. Everything is right here when you open the back door. Here's your so if you shake the machine, here's your pendulum right here. Everything is right there, because we usually remove these just because if you do shake them, you know, it resets it, and then they don't get their play, which they get really mad about. And so we run claw stands and stuff if things are getting shaken, but all access to everything. So if you ran your advertising screens or anything, everything is all plug and play right in the back of the machine. And I think that that's huge. There's a front view of the pendulum. This is from inside the coin door, so everything's right there also. So if you undid that,
the official name of that is a tilt bob.
Tilt bob. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
I love
but
that
this
name.
gives you, tilt bob. So there's more pictures of it, but here's a good picture of and this is right inside the door. So if you need to replace a power supply, it's like 5 minutes. I mean, it's that quick. And, you know, she's upgraded all of her power supplies. There was an issue about 6 or 7 months ago that there was people were having issues with the power supplies in NAYAX, causing them to overheat over time. So she replaced those and put fans on all of them and upgraded them. And it's a $15 upgrade to buy from her and put a new power supply in. And it'd be 5 minutes to install that. But pretty cool. I mean, you can replace everything super quick. So there's a good back view. But I wanted to kind of show that so people understood that there's a lot of details that go into these machines that people have requested that make them that much better. So anyways, but yeah, so that's all on our website. If you guys have questions, you can go on there and check them out on our favorites. And then if you need help ordering, let us know. But yeah, so let's talk about the giveaway again real quick. Let me pull that up, because we haven't done that. And there it is. Who wants
Who's
to
going
do it?
this time?
David. He didn't do it last time.
uh,
He skipped
yeah,
out
I
on us.
wasn't here. I skipped out. Well, I was busy, man. I tell you what, I'm so excited about opening my new location, my new arcade. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, guys.
He's on fire!
Make sure you tell your friends about these giveaways because they're super easy to sign up. I'll start off with NAYAX. NAYAX, first of all, join the Discord. Invite your friends to the Discord because that's more opportunities for someone you would know could win some of these prizes, these great prizes. It's completely free and easy to do. Starting off with NAYAX, there is a channel in the Discord for the NAYAX giveaway. Matt, thanks to Matt, he got this together, worked really hard, talked to NAYAX. NAYAX was so awesome to support the Discord community. They made their own landing page. You go into the chat. Yeah, like a boss. You go into the Discord, click on the NAYAX giveaway, and just sign up for the. You're gonna mess up my train of thought.
Sorry. He's on fire, man. Matt's on
he's
fire.
No, that's
He
awesome.
unlocked it. I'm telling you, he unlocked it.
Yeah.
It was like all about
Hey.
that, dude.
Yeah. And then thanks to Jonathan Howard, he's giving away a Howard Hospitality stand of your choice. You can get the one in this image right here, or you can pick out the classic standard stand just for the machine, and he's giving away several. How many were there? Like four?
Four.
Fours?
Yeah.
Four. That's why I have to ask. It's like every time we talk about this, it's like four. Really, Jonathan? He's giving away four of the tablet display. So that's pretty cool. But the main big one, and I'm real excited about this, because I got a handful of these spin and drops, and they're always seem like to be my top earning. This is actually an image of my machine right now, filled with prizes. But these spin and drops, they're so cool. There are 3 prize lockers on the spin and drop. There are 3 forms of difficulty. So 30 clips, and each clip is A, B, C, and rotates that around. There's 10 A's, 10 B's, 10 C's. You can program the difficulty. It comes with a DBA. Like the other machines, there is a slot to throw on the NAYAX reader or a Kiosoft reader on there. And this machine's like a really top earner. You're going to love it. These spin and drops are amazing. Like these carousel machines are just like people love playing them. They're addicting. So to sign up for these all, you just go into the Discord, click on the channels where the giveaways are, and just click sign up for those ones, and you're entered in to win. So, and we'll be giving this away live. I'm actually going to be bringing not that machine, because that machine's on location, but if everything works out, I'm going to be bringing my machine, my spin and drop up there for display. So do not sign your names on there. Don't touch it. No, you can touch it, but like, don't do anything weird to my machine, because that display machine's my machine, and we're going to be showing that off. You guys can play with my machine. Matter of fact, maybe I'll put it.
We'll sign it with a Sharpie.
Yeah, no, don't do that. That's going into
didn't that happen? I think that happened in recent years, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Matt, was it Matt? It was Matt's machine. That's his Matt machine. Yeah. Yeah. I tried. What did I try doing? I made a video about it. I think one time I was doing something mean. Oh, I think Matt like cleaned it or something, or you were cleaning it, and I put my hands all over it.
He's on fire!
Yeah. But it was funny. All right. But that's the giveaway, guys. Sign up for it. Do you know if the prize locker
offers Tyler's got the question. He says, do you know if prize locker she offers bolts to the Mega as well? Talking about the separate prize.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
So that you can actually bolt an OG design to a Mega Mini too. So yeah, they're depending on what prize locker you get and what kind of Mega Mini, whatever they all can tie together. That's what we've done in the past. So yeah,
very cool. Elite Claw Amusement says congrats to David.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's a question.
All right. Oh, Mr. Diaz. I'm not sure how to pronounce your first name. Says, is there a video of the pitch that Jonathan mentioned last week? Are we talking about the video that you talked about or you did last night? Maybe? Finding locations?
I don't know. I think that we did. So we started. For those of you who are not in the Vending Academy, I really think you're missing out. I mean, I know it's people are worried about spending money, but like for right now, what a cup of coffee costs, which is like $6 to $8 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks, is $10 a month to join the Vending Academy. You get a minimum of 2 meetings a week, Monday mornings, Tuesday nights with us. And plus you get all the content that we post in there. And then I will be posting the video that we had of the meeting that we had last night. You get one-on-one help. And then the meeting, I think we had 10 or 12 people in there last night. And like everybody's just funneling ideas and sharing information. And so I basically broke down kind of what Jen and I are going to be talking about at the seminar. So her and I are doing a seminar together where we're talking about pitching, but we are covering the before and after of pitching. So we're covering the prep of how we plan, like what David taught me about going to Google Maps and all the stuff that we do to prepare to go into these locations, and then the follow up and all the stuff that we do on the tail end. So last night I showed people like our actual spreadsheet of our our locations and how we do everything. I showed them our flyers. I showed them all the stuff that we do, like what we use and all this stuff. And then next week we'll be going into the actual pitching of the locations and how to approach them. And like you approach them all differently depending on where you're going in. And I think that like what you learn in the Vending Academy, like to me, it blows my mind that there's not 300-400 people in there. And I can't imagine having a meeting with all those people, because everybody's from different backgrounds, and funneling like all the information together and working together as one, because there's people that are salespeople for this, type of business. There's people that have a marketing background. There's people that have sales backgrounds, and like the amount of information that we could share together to grow. And like, cause like these people are serious. They're not, just like doing it for fun. They're doing it for like, they want to grow this business, and it may be a side hustle, but they don't want to work for the man for the rest of their life. Like they want to like own their own business. And so the people that join the Vending Academy, I feel like they're a different element. They're very serious about what they're doing. And I think that there should be more people in there too. So I don't know if he's asking about last night or if he's asking about last week, but
he commented, where did he put it? I had,
what did he say?
Finding location pitch.
So I would, because we're going
to be the one from last night. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to cover that next week in the Vending Academy, and then it'll actually be saved into the actual, like where we have the school, classes and stuff. It'll be in there so you can go back and watch it. But, I really feel like, we have our own business. Matt, David, and I, and Jen, we all have our own businesses. We don't really stop. Like we have I actually get to do it full time. David gets to do it full time, but Matt has like a real job, that he has to be and do his real job. So we are taking time away from our schedules to spend time with people and to, share stuff, but we don't know everything, but we do take time out of our schedules. So the $10 a month is to cover like our time that we're spending with everybody to help people, and then to have all the information in one location so people can go to it and access it anytime they want and grow, grow together, and then contact us. Like, I think there's 6 or 7 people in Discord. They text me on a daily basis. Like if you're part of the Vending Academy, I'll gladly answer your texts and stuff, because I feel like you're serious about what you're doing and the questions that you're asking me. You understand that we're spending the time with you and that you're not wasting our time, like with questions that you don't want to grow. You're serious about what you're doing. And I think that that's the group we're looking for. And I really feel like that's at least half of the Discord is people that are very serious about growing and owning their own business and just being better at what they do. So join it if you can. It's on our website. Let's see here. Let me pull this up here. So if you guys go to our website here, why is this not coming up? There it goes. So if you go to howardhospitality.com, howardhospitalitygroup.com, and go to education, right here is where you join. And I really think that you just go to learn more, and you could join the school group and join us. And then we also do one-on-one talks, but those are people that really, really want to deep dive into stuff. I know David did you must have done 3 or 4 in the past week and a half. It's crazy. You've been really busy with those. I think I've done about 12 so far. Matt's been super busy. He has limited time, so it's hard for him to get Matt, but he is available too to talk about full line and fixing machines and all the stuff he does. So you can go on here and book times with us for one-on-one calls. But how did your calls go, David?
Oh, really good. Actually, I have way too much fun talking. We usually go over the hour mark, and then we keep talking because I just like talking. So it's enjoyable. I like hearing people's success stories and their questions and their struggles, and try to give my best opinion. And then they're like, well, this is what Jonathan said. I'm like, oh, well, Jonathan's an idiot. Just kidding.
That's about right.
Just kidding. No.
Thanks.
It's funny. And they do say we do have different perspectives on things, but we're both right. So it's like it's fun. Like it's fun talking with people.
I
like
think so
making
too,
fun
and
of you.
I think all of us can talk for like 3 hours on vending, easy. We enjoy it. So let me cover a couple more comments. I don't see any super chats I need to cover.
I think Waco fell asleep. Yeah.
Oh, you must have. Man, there's a lot of comments. Okay, let's see.
Oh,
A lot of comments.
I just want to say something. This was really fun for me. This is kind of like flattering. So the mall management contacted me over Kenichi Claw 2, and we had a meeting. And they want me to expand in Kenichi Claw 2. It was really cool. They actually told me, basically, they like Kenichi Claw so much. It was more than what they ever imagined it would be. And they told me whatever I basically want, they'll make a deal with me. The GM said that they I can open up 5 spaces in the mall or whatever. They said that's how crazy. That's what he said. He was like, I can do whatever I want. They want me to expand to other malls, and they want Kenichi Claw all over the place. They want Kenichi Claw in all their I don't know.
I mean,
so it was pretty fun.
I see Kenichi sushi going into the food court and Kenichi clothes. And
So it was really fun. Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. Check this out.
Bam Brendan says, by the way, wanted to share my success story. Started vending 8 months ago.
Wow.
My wife and I crossed $130,000 in revenue, doing about $20,000 a month.
Nice.
So Bam Brendan, you got to give us more than that, man. Give us details about how you got to that point. Says, takes us about 5 hours of work every 2 weeks. That's the best part. My wife loved me. I don't believe you're only doing 5 hours of work. Maybe 5 hours of actually filling machines. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into that too. Yeah, I want to know more. I want to know what kind of machines, what kind of locations. I mean, that's really awesome. Congratulations, by the way.
That is huge. Yeah, I remember that moment, like getting to that point. It's
okay,
great.
Bam Brendan. Here he brags about how much he's doing and how well he's doing, and then he makes this comment.
Another comment from Bam Brendan. I want to go to the conference, but I don't like that I'm forced to buy a membership.
Okay, so let me explain it to you this way, Bam Brendan. So it's $150 for your membership. So if you were to go the first day and buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that would be over $150 in Vegas at the hotel. I guarantee it. Then you get breakfast the next morning, you get dinner the next night, and so all of your food is covered for the time that you're there. So I wouldn't worry so much about the membership because you really are covered for your food for basically at least 2.5 or 3 days of your food, and the fact that you get to go to all the seminars, which Jen's giving a seminar with us. There's people giving us seminars on information, so you get all the education that's part of it, and all that. So plus you get to hang out with Matt. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to pay $150 for that. To me, the $150, after I left the first year, I told Natalie, I said, you know what really sucked was the last day that we were there, because we stayed till Friday, not realizing we could have left on Thursday, probably Thursday evening. We stayed till Friday, and I said we spent more on Friday on food than we did for a whole membership. For because we had to buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the two of us for all the 3 meals, was way over $150 for the day. And that was the worst part. We could have left a day early. So I wouldn't worry so much about that. I think that's probably that's the least of your worries. I would definitely think the education and the year membership is worth it for sure. So, here's a question for you, Xtreme.
If you go early, we're all a group of us are going to go ride the roller coaster at New York this year. We said it last year.
We say that every year. Someone's staying in New York. What is that? Oh, that was creepy.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. But I mean, if Matt says, then I don't know.
You got no choice.
So I think that maybe I'm not scared. I'll do it, but I really feel like we could do it together. So we're showing up on Sunday. We really want to be there a day early before everything. It won't be till afternoon or evening. I think we're getting there, but we'll be.
I get it 5 o'clock Vegas time on Sunday.
Yeah. Same with us. It's about then. She hasn't booked the flight yet, but that's our plan, is to be there around that time, and then we'll have the whole evening Sunday. Monday, we're all going to hang out during the day. We'll go do some Vegas stuff, and then Monday night is the new meet and greet with all the new members, and then and actually setting up the booth for Rainey's booth. We have to set that up on Monday, and then on Tuesday, then we do all the seminars and stuff. So, question for you, David.
What's that?
This one from Tyler. He wants to know, are your arcades staffed? If not, how is it set up? Interested in opening an arcade, but may have to be at a location where I wouldn't be able to be at it every day.
Oh, yeah, no, I go there once a week and take a look at it. And now that I'm building number 3, I actually can check on it a little bit more, just temporarily while I'm working on my 3rd one. But no, each one, sometimes I even give it 10 days, depending on the sales. And if it's going to be busy, I'll go, I check on it every once in a while. It's part of my route and stuff like that. I treat it like a location.
One question I have for you, David, regarding only going like once a week or once every 10 days. Do you ever have any issue with cleanliness? Like I know like some of my spots, like the customers are just like gross. Like they leave trash on things, or they press their face all over the machines, things like that. Like, how do you deal with that?
That's the one number 1. Like, I was really surprised because number 1's an outlet store, and you got double doors. Like, I thought for sure that it was going to be a messy place. I've been in there for a year now. I can't knock on any wood, but like, it's like super clean. I go there and it's always clean. Like sometimes you'll get like papers on the ground and you just sweep it up. I've had gone there one time and there was like a spill that's dried and was sticky, and I mopped that up. But that's like one time in a whole year. For Konichi Claw 2, it's still a newer experience. What's great about Konichi Claw 2 is it's an indoor mall, and they have a cleaning crew that goes around the whole mall. And the cleaning crew walks into my space all the time. They sweep my floor for me. They won't mop it or anything.
That is awesome.
But
that is so
yeah, they're so cool. They're so great. So I go in there and like yesterday I had a box on the ground, a mystery box. Someone ripped up the mystery box, won a prize, and they left the box on the ground. And then the next morning I wake up and check my cameras and that box is gone. And if I go through the history, I can see them cleaning up going into my space. I get detection. They're in there cleaning up my space because it's indoor. The space never closes other than I have the machines on a timer or whatever, and they shut off. So they take care of it. Now, number 3, it's going to be a different experience, I'm sure. But I'm really impressed on how clean they keep number 1 and 2. Number 2, though, I put a lot more pride and joy in that location, and I will mop the heck out of that floor. I'll get my hands and knees and take care of the floor. If I see, I picked up, there was some gum on the floor before, and I scraped it up and really cleaned up, and I enjoy it because I look at number 2 and I love how beautiful it is, and I just want to keep it as clean as possible. I'll go and I'll detail my machines, spend a little extra more love than probably that's necessary, but I want to keep my location looking good, and it's worth it because when I'm done and the final part is collecting that money out of the kiosks, and you pull out this big fat stack of cash, you're just like, oh my gosh, it feels so good. And you're like, this was well worth it,
So a couple things real quick. So I just got a message from Rainey while sitting here. So they will be back around 2/15, which is February 15th. So for those of you who are waiting for messages or to order machines or anything like that, they're on Chinese holiday, and she's with her family, and they do their own personal stuff during that time. It's the only days out of the year that they ever take off. So like Rainey basically works like 7 days a week the rest of the whole entire year. So give her a break until the 15th, which is about 10 days.
This is their major holiday. They take
this is their major holiday, so give them a break. She'll be back on the 15th. Those of you who order machines or waiting for answers or whatever it is, give them until the 15th. They'll be back on the 15th, and they can process all the orders and do everything. So just a heads up, she just sent me a message and said, please let everybody know that I'll be back on the 15th. So that is the day that she'll be back. And then we had another comment here, which I think is really cool.
This one from Robert Owen says, I've said it before and I'll say it forever. Vending Academy really is worth it. I've learned so much in just 2 calls that I've joined so far. That's cool.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's very cool. And he's very active, which is cool because he actually creates a list of questions that he wants to ask while he's in there and then asks them, and I think that's really cool because, like I said, I mean, these are the people that take it serious. They want answers on stuff. They're not getting the answers they're looking for in Discord or Facebook or whatever it is, and they want the real deal answers, and they want the connections and the emails and all that stuff. So they're really cool. So yeah, very cool. Ba, 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 ba. Question. Let's see. So those are coming. Actually, David, you want to cover this one?
Gulf Coast Vending says, has anyone mounted a larger prize box on top of a Mega Mini?
Do you have that picture from Rainey?
Maybe on my. Did I send it to you over the phone?
Yeah, let me pull it up. I think so. Hold on. So she's got a new prize locker.
Well, I'm going to see it at the convention for the first time. I've never.
Yeah, neither have I, but I've seen it in the picture. Hold on.
I've seen it in the picture. We text too much.
I know. I don't. I wouldn't be able to find it. Can you find it and share it on your computer?
But it looks. There's a big prize locker that goes on top.
Hold on. Let me send it to my computer.
Maybe we can put it in the Discord.
I know, but not everybody. Let's see.
That's the giveaways. Oh, I just barely got to the giveaway chat. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Hold on, I'll pull it up. So anyways, Rainey has a new prize locker that's going on the top of the Mega Minis that's available, that's larger, which is really cool. And she'll have it, we'll have it at the show. And we'll also have some exciting news about a bunch of other stuff going on at the show. We'll have the claw stand in person, so you guys can check that out, along with attachments, so you can see what they look like in person. And then we also will have the advertising screens there. So David's going to bring one of the 15-inch advertising screens that I sent him, and then we can put that on display. So we'll probably be running some videos on that. We'll have a booklet with all the wraps available. David, where's that picture?
I can't find it. We got too many messages.
Okay.
I'm going to check Alibaba with Rainey, but then I got lots of messages with her too. So I think my chances of finding it without, like being put on the spot, I don't think I can find it.
Hold on, let me see. Because I might have it from her too, easier than from you and I. But there is a new locker that's going to be available. And then a lot of things, like I think that people that order machines, like what you need to do is, as you grow, is that you want to start having machines on the water all the time. So that way you always have machines kind of on the way as you're expanding. If that's what you're planning on doing, is that you'll be expanding and growing.
I found it.
Oh, good. Can you send it to your computer and share it?
Yeah. Well, I want to share it. I got to get back to you guys. Okay, hit share screen. And then
there it is. I got it too. It's funny that you got it too.
Okay, well, you go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, go ahead. Let me see, because it might take me a second.
All right. And share entire screen. And can you see it?
Let's go here. There it is. That's the same one I got.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It's huge.
Can't believe it.
And
it's awesome.
It's lit up too. It's lit up.
Yeah, which is really cool. So it has the lights around it and the lights inside too, which is pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. These are the machines that she's sending us to have at the show. So this is what we'll have on location. Plus we'll have the claw stand, and then David will be bringing the spin and drop, the bigger one.
Yeah. So this lucky spin will actually tie in. Like I said, you can bolt these to the side, but this is a little tiny spin and drop with a prize lock.
So that's a mini spinning machine.
Yeah, and then this is one with the Howard monitor. Right there, tablet with a prize, and you got your stand right here. Look at this. Looks like I I don't know. I think like a Star Trek. Like this is like the Enterprise.
Well, she sent one so you could see what it looked like with one, or you could see it because she can do up to 8 attachments on the claw stand now, which is crazy.
It
So
looks
she
like
sent.
those machines are like growing out of it.
I know
It's like,
it's like a
like a tree.
like a bonsai tree. Yeah, it's crazy.
There's another angle of some of the machines. So she's sending this one too. This is kind of a cool little.
So Bam
machine.
Rinden said. So Bam Rinden, go ahead and read that, Matt, and then I'll.
Oh, I better stop sharing.
Bam Brendan says, "Whoa, I did not know that Rainey had mini spin and drops."
She's got 3 sizes. Go ahead, Matt
No,
or
4,
David. Sorry, 4 sizes. Tell him.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you're the boss.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So you got that little mega mini size one. That one holds about 20 clips. And then you got the one that we're giving away that holds 30 clips, and that's my favorite because it's 3 prize lockers. Then they have a larger spin and drop, and it kind of reminds me of the design of your what was the name of that machine that we did a giveaway on with AC Amusements, where it's got like 2 halves,
Magic Key.
Magic Key. So that there's that version of the spin and drop, and that's 40 clips. And then you got one. I ordered this now, and I can't wait to see this. I have no idea what it says. It's in another language, in Chinese or something, whatever. Top lucky drop or lucky spin or something like that, probably. That one's 60 clips, and it actually does remind me of the free spin that we were giving away a year ago. I don't know if they're similar in size or not, but it does remind me of that design. So those are the 4 designs. They're all similar in price. So the most expensive one is obviously the biggest one. That one's $690, I believe. Then it's like $670, $650, and then maybe $620 in price if you were doing
So
all the
crazy
pricing.
cool, man.
Yeah. So they're all
Prices are
in
awesome.
that price range. So really affordable machines.
Nice. So I wanted to pull up the giveaway one last time because we got like 3 minutes before we're gone, just so everybody knows that we're doing, 7 prizes that we're giving away leading up to NBVA. Also, please buy tickets because I need to sell. They're $5 a piece. Please message me. I need to sell 250 by the end of March, which is crazy. So please, if you could do a couple a week or something, help me out. I would love to sell. Those would be great. So if you guys can buy tickets for the scholarship for NBVA, if you guys have questions on membership, we'd love to help you guys on questions on that. If you need to order machines from Rainey, we can help you with that. We're giving away a spin and drop. We're giving away a NAYAX reader. We're giving away our claw stand. We're giving away 4 advertising screens, all in the Discord. So you need to go into the Discord. You need to join that. The link is down in the description below. And enter to win. It's 1 entry per person. And then somebody commented, so just so you know, the prices we're talking about on the machines is before delivery. Like Mega Minis roughly run $750 to $800 delivered, depending on where you live in the U.S. Do you know the prices offhand of the other ones delivered? Roughly about 1,000.
I've always just ordered them in bulk. So obviously, the more
Right.
you order, the less you pay. So it's really hard to say. Like you can knock those prices down quite a bit, where it's like hardly anything. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
there's still something, but
Like
I
the
bet you
spin
can
and
get the
drop
spin and
roughly
drop.
delivered is probably $1,000 to $1,100 delivers.
Yeah.
Maybe I think 1,000 roughly. It just depends on where you live. It also depends on. That's why we ask when we try to help you guys like exact delivery location, because like we live in the middle of boonies in Northern California, so our shipping's more expensive because they're like we got to go out in the sticks and deliver your stuff. So we pay more than like a retro area, where some people may live. So it just depends on where you live, really. But definitely, if you guys have questions or anything, let us know. The giveaways are awesome. NBVA, you need to join. If you have questions on membership or anything, let us know. We'd love to help. Anything else you need to cover? We have like 1 minute.
Nope. Just guys, get planning to join us at the NBVA show in Las Vegas, March 18th through the 21st. I think those are the dates. Westgate Hotel and Casino for the seminars, and the Las Vegas Convention Center for the show. Going to be a great time, so we hope to see all you there. At least all 4,000 of the Discord members, right?
18th through 20th. There it is.
18th
Yes.
through the 20th.
All the Discord members, like Matt said, all 4,000 of them will be joining the NBVA this year and coming to the expo. Thank you, Matt.
That's
Yes.
right. Of course.
Yes. So,
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for hanging out with us for another week. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you, all the comments, all the chats, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for that. But it's time to wrap this stream up. So that means we will see you next week, guys. Have a great night. Bye, all.
bye.